All right, welcome to the GOOB 3/1/2025. This one got brought to you by Geek Bar Pulse. CS3, apparently, berry trio ice flavor. What's cool about this one is it has the full display, rechargeable. Right now it's on zero juice, still kicking. Amazing. Apparently, these things don't even really need to ever be finished. They can just go forever. It's kind of like one of those things where, you program it one way, uh, you know, uh, obsolescence necessary, intention to have it deprecated, or intention to have it fail. One of the many ways that they keep you buying shit, right, all day. But hey, they're a sponsor today, and not a bad brand, Geek Bar Pulse, I guess. GBS? GP. S&P, who knew the diff? Well, a few of us did. Anyway, I'm a little thirsty. Gonna take a little break here for a little drinky poo. What do I got here? BRB, right? 1 minute or two. Have a look, see what I'm getting. Alright, back in here. Oh. Now, this isn't really meant to be accessible content in the normal sense of mainstream accessible content. I don't even know if anyone's going to see this or anything, because typically they don't. Now, who is one? Good question, right? Who needs to see this? Good question. Probably no one. But, I'm recording it here for the sake of, security and posterity, I guess, too. Man, that thirst, whew, the unquenchable thirsts. Whew. Man, they'd try that a few times. They stole a lot of blood from me back then, too. It's amazing. Things have gotten a lot better, I have to say. Over the years, things have improved. Hopefully for people other than only me. A lot of it has to do with knowledge, knowing yourself, knowing your surroundings, knowing what you can do, what you can't. There are a couple of rules. You chose to come here. Knowing that we make it up as we go, this kind of thing. Anyway, the modern police state uses a number of unfathomable tactics. The first being sexual humiliation. Wow, you'd be surprised. They don't even really have that codified, right? But they do. They use sexual humiliation as an initial, okay? They do, all day long, okay? And I'll talk about that later. Next one is financial duress as a control mechanism. Okay? They create this financial system that's actually quite old, right? And that was so that we didn't have to, wipe your shoe or fix your thingy for every time we need a loaf of bread, right? And in this way, it was kind of an economic lubricant, you could say, to kind of keep things running smoothly. And then, at a certain point, they figured out that, if we have this as like the main thing for people, convince them it's the goal to have a lot of money, then, and, and you have strict control mechanisms and all this kind of crap, then it's an easy way to control people, right? The other one, when those first two don't work, is straight up violence and torture. State monopoly on violence, okay? A private citizen is not allowed to use violence. Of course not. They're not even allowed to raise their goddamn voice. Capo? Well, yeah. They can burst into your fucking house, beat the shit out of you, beat you into submission, shackle you hand to foot, throw you in the back of an unmarked van, drive you off to an inaccessible site, and torture you for a month medically. And I mean, no right at all of the person who is detained for 3 weeks to a month, being overdosed 5 times per day with benzodiazepines, a prescription drug that I have never been prescribed. This is my lived experience, by the way. Happened 4 times, 4 times, 5 times, maybe, okay, over a 2-year period, okay. And, basically, if I were to protest this situation, make reference to, I don't know, the law, or, basic decency, or medical consent, hey, I don't want to take those benzodiazepines overdose, but nah, if you don't take that overdose, beaten, stripped naked, shackled horizontally to a bed, injected with a substance that has never been identified to me, and then kept awake all night, every night, with a high lumen flashlight shone directly into my eyes. Do you understand? Torture, and only being released upon the signing of an agreement that allows these authorities to commit such an action against me at their whim. At their whim. Do you understand? Unconscionable. And I know around here they say, oh, Dubé, oh, MHSA, oh, I know. They all seem to know that it's one way, but guess what? It the other way. And, that's the thing. End of the day, code 83.01 through 2.0, got it wrong, mate, 0.231. And what this means is that if you knew that you are acting like a terrorist organization, well, that's bad. And if you didn't, then it's a hoax. And it's worse. It's worse. Okay? And that means, well, you can look it up, do your own research. Basically, life, no parole.